Okay, I want to introduce myself. My name is Herbert Thweed, and I'm director of the Small Business Development Center. The center has been in American Samoa for about 10 years. I've been with the center for 7 years. So we have training sessions concerning business, starting a business. We talk about grant writing, okay? We also talk about things like QuickBooks, and we do that training also. But tonight you're here for what we call business startup training. So each one of you is planning to start a small business. And I want you to know, from this point on, if you've never considered yourself to be, I want you to understand that you are what we call an entrepreneur, okay? Does anybody know what an entrepreneur is? No? Right?
I guess someone taking a risk to start something.
Right, somebody taking a risk to start a business, right? They want to earn money. Okay, but first let's talk about a small business. You should have in front of you a handout. And the handout it says, what is a small business? What is a small business? Can anybody tell me, what do you think a small business might be? What is it?
I've always thought that it would be a private, maybe family owned, something that's less than, not more than, I guess, 30 people.
Right. So usually it's a lot smaller than that. Usually a small business can be 1 or 2 people, or it could be maybe 100 people, okay? It depends on the situation. It depends on where you're located, okay? In American Samoa, we consider a small business to be a business with 100 and below, employees. And we work with businesses that earn as much as maybe $40 million a year. Okay, so quite a few businesses on the island earn quite a bit of money. Okay, so this is what we would consider a small business to be. Okay, so I know you mentioned that you're planning to start a taxi service and you want to start a maintenance service, and those are 2 very good businesses to be involved in. All right, and so what I'd like to do is I'd like to talk with you about the entrepreneur. Now you should in front of you. And this is called the entrepreneur. Things you should know as an entrepreneur. Things you should know. Okay, and we have 8 things. The number 1 thing is that entrepreneurs are careful about their money. They take care of their money. They are what we call frugal. And you're going to hear me use that word more this evening and as the days go by, because when you're starting a business, one of the most important things you can do is understand that you need to budget and you need to save money, okay? The second thing is entrepreneurs, this is something you should know, are competitive by nature. They like competition, okay? Because if you go into business, no matter what business it is, if it's a cleaning service, taxi service, whatever business you do, somebody's gonna start one similar to it, and you're gonna have competition. Number 3, entrepreneurs believe in the old adage, the early bird gets the worm. What does that mean? The early bird gets the worm. Are you going to be late when you have a meeting if you're going to go to get a contract to clean a building? Are you going to be late? No, you want to be on time. So the early bird gets the worm. Okay? Entrepreneurs are, number 4, risk takers. They take risk. Right? They don't sit at home and say, maybe I'll do that, maybe I'll try this one day. They determine that they should take the risk, and they go forward, okay? Entrepreneurs, number 5, have a head for business. They are pretty smart when it comes to business, right? They're pretty smart when it comes to business matters. Number 6, entrepreneurs are usually loners rather than joiners. They don't like to join a whole bunch of other people. They usually like to do their own thing, okay? Create their own thing. Okay, number 7, entrepreneurs, they are usually very honorable people. Honorable. What does that mean?
Keep your word.
They keep their word usually, right? They usually keep their word. And they get a lot of deals done over something that we call what? A handshake, right? They know if they work together on a project, they determine they want to do something together, they just go ahead and do it. Okay, they trust each other. And the last one on the list is what? Right, it says entrepreneurs set aside time for leisure and activities with their families. They get with their families. They let their family know what's going on. They confide in their family, so they spend time with their families. Are there any questions? Okay. So if there are no questions, what we're going to do is we're going to go forward. We're not going to move back. We're entrepreneurs now. And tonight we're going to talk about the things you need to know to start a small business.